In today's lesson, you're going to learn how to slay Riff by Mighty Riff, Blood and Thunder by MASTODON. What's going on? My name is Jered and welcome to Beholden to the Riff, the heaviest bass channel on YouTube. Thank you so much for checking out the video. Let's get right into it. We are in D standard tuning, so grab your axe, tune down, and let's do this. Riff number 1 starts off 7th fret on the 3rd string. Man, this is such a great riff. This is one of my favorite riffs ever, if not my favorite riff of all time. The riff starts out on the 7th fret on the 3rd string, and we'll be doing hammer-ons from 5th fret to 7th fret and throwing a few low chugs in the middle. Goes like this. Next part of the riff, we'll be throwing in the 8th fret on the 3rd string. I'm going to start off by playing a hammer-on from 5 to 7. Last part of the riff starts on the 8th fret, walks all the way down, and then we jump all the way back up to the 8th fret. Then we go back down to the root note here. Here's the full thing, nice and slow. So good. Riff number 2 comes in at 32 seconds during the chorus and is such an interesting sounding riff. It's written using the Diminished scale, which is essentially just minor thirds stacked. So we're going to go 6 down to 3, then 9 down to 6, 12 down to 9, then 15, 12, 9. Here's what we got so far. Then it does that 15, 12, 9 thing again. Here it is one more time. So good. So really cool how it harmonizes with the guitars. The bass keeps this descending thing going, and the guitars kind of weave upwards. Just sounds awesome. Riff number 3 comes in at 1 minute 47 seconds during that instrumental, weird timing, really proggy sounding part. First part of the riff, it's happening all on the low string. We'll be going 7, 5, 2, and open. Next part of the riff, we play that same exact phrase. We're just going to tack another open 2 on the end. Goes like this. Here's the 2 parts put together. Next half of the riff uses the same timing. We're just going to switch up the notes. This time we're going to play 5, 3, open, on the low string, and then those quick hammer-ons are going to be on the 5th and 7th frets on the 3rd string. Here's the first part. One more time. Now the second half, we're just going to throw another 5/7 on there. Here's the 2 parts put together. Here's a full cycle of the riff. Man, that's so much fun to play along with the song. So good. Before we get into the next riff, I just want to take a moment to thank the Beholden to the Riff Patreon community. Your support means the world to me and makes all these lessons happen. Thank you so much. Riff number 4 comes in at 2 minutes, 15 seconds, along with Neil Fallon's guest vocals from Clutch. This riff just pummels the whole way through. So it's really helpful to hear this in groups of 4. So we start on the 7th fret, and we're going to do 3 groups of 4. Go to the 5th fret for 1 group. From the 5th fret, we go up to the 8th fret for 3. And that last, the 4th note, we're going to do with 6th fret. Then 2 groups on the 5th fret. Here it is all together. Then we repeat that pattern. We just shift down to the 2nd fret. Then we do that pattern again, this time on the low string, starting on the 4th fret. The phrase ends going 2-3, 2-3. Here's the full riff. I'll play it a couple times, nice and slow. Man, up to speed, that's a bear. That's tough to get. Riff number 5 comes in at 3 minutes, 27 seconds and finishes this song strong. Riff starts out 7th fret, 3rd string, and we'll be doing the low string as well. Get that nice octave. From there, we go down and do this kind of chug phrase. First part goes 2-1, open 1. Next part goes 2-1, open 2. Here it is. Then we immediately jump back up to these octaves. We play that 4 times, and on the 4th time, instead of doing this 2nd fret, instead of doing that, we're going to do 5th fret. So it goes. Same chug pattern. This time we're going to do 8 down to 7. Here's those 2 parts put together. just so you can feel the heaviness of this one, I'm going to play the outro at full speed. But before I do, thank you so much for checking out the video. If you dug the lesson, I highly encourage you to like and subscribe. YouTube loves that stuff and will show this video to Mastodon fans just like us.